Hey guys, welcome back to Keep Rolling. Last week we looked at the initial phase of management for my shoulder re-injury. Today we're going to look over that next stage. So week 2, pain had started to settle, my range had started to come back. Okay, me and one of the other physios here, we thought it'd be best to kind of investigate the strength a little bit more in my shoulder and compare that to the right side. Upon doing that, we found that down in a neutral position, my strength was down, not too bad, but about 80% of the right hand to externally rotate and 70% to internally rotate. So we factored that into the decision on the exercises I wanted to work on. And then the main issue though was out here in this kind of common dislocation position. I had about 26% of the strength to internally rotate, so to push down, compared to my right side, and only about 50% to externally rotate. That means that my shoulder wasn't as stable out here in this, again, that vulnerable position, and that's probably what led to the re-injury. So we'll put a little swipe through and you can see the exercises that I used for that phase. These aren't for everyone, this is just what we found based off how my shoulder was looking. So as I said, we did notice that there was a strength difference down here in a neutral position, so the first two exercises were just to target that. And keeping in line with the first week, we just wanted to go like a low load isometric because it's got a less chance of kind of aggravating your shoulder, or my shoulder in that case. And pain had been coming down, but it was definitely still there. So how I did that was I just took a nice strong TheraBand, doubled it over, gave myself a bit of an external rotation force, and I'd hold it for about a minute. And in that time over the week, especially at the start I should say, it was quite shaky, and over the week of just kind of smashing down on it and trying to do this as often as I could, it really started to settle down. Same exercise, and obviously I did this with my injured arm, but I just did it to the other way too, so an internal rotation force. So again, I'd put the band, double it over, and then hold against that, and did that for about a minute. Again, started real shaky, and by the end of the week I was feeling pretty good and strong. Okay, so the next thing was I had a bit of pain at the front of my shoulder, so in this anterior portion, and for that, in keeping with the other exercises, we just went for an isometric hold. So I took my band, stood on that, and then a bit of a bicep curl and a slight movement forward with my shoulder, and I hold that for again about 20 seconds. Started pretty shaky, as you can see. I've done it a fair bit now, so it's feeling all right. But definitely that first week, it was definitely a challenge. Okay, and then as I said, my strength was definitely down out here in this vulnerable position. So we again just wanted to work an isometric hold in that position. Again, isometric holds, they're great because they're less likely to aggravate things. So for that, sat myself at the bench, grabbed the kettlebell. For your external rotation, I was trying to pull away, not with the aim of lifting it up, but just to kind of pull and hold. Okay, and I alternated that, so 10 seconds there, and then I'd let go and I'd push down. So 10 seconds driving down into that weight. And that was week 2.